just from your eye, and let me preface this by saying you're actually someone who does film study. Is that correct? You've actually watched like footage of these guys' fights?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched their fights. I watched the training videos that they put up. I pay attention to how their bodies look. I pay attention to what they say. The body language. I pay attention to all that stuff. So like, it's gonna be hard. It would be hard to get something past me. Like something that I wouldn't notice about the fighters that I'm following.
That being said, look, we know they're both big punchers. This fight could probably go a million different ways. How do you think it's going to go? I mean, are you expecting early night, long night, like just, with your boxing knowledge and don't sugarcoat it. Don't cop out and be like, well, like give it to me real, Dame, how you see this fight playing out?
Honestly, I feel a little bit nervous for Tank. You know what I mean? Like, because I love watching Tank. I love Tank as a fighter, but I just feel a little bit nervous for him because Rolly really punching. Like, he got real power and he looked the part. Like, he looks powerful and he is powerful. And, anybody can get caught. So, like, I get nervous. I'm, like, nervous for him because I'm like, man, with that type of power and that physicality, and he might come in here rough and he awkward, and maybe everything he's saying, maybe he gonna get in the ring and really believe like that, and that can be dangerous. But if I had to put my money on something, I put my money on Tank catching him and knocking him out. And I think Rolly will be able to take shots from him, but I think it'll be a shot that he's, he might be trying to get something off himself and leave himself open, and he ain't gonna see it. And I can see Tank landing something, and I can see it over like that. Once I saw his fighting Teofimo, everybody was like, "Man, he gonna knock him out in the first round." I was like, "No, this dude really got like a fighting spirit. Like he ain't about to go in there. He gonna go in there. This gonna be a real fight." And the people that I was watching the fight with, they like, "Oh, he gonna knock him out." I was like, "Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, this dude ain't going out like that. Like, if he lose this fight, he gonna have to knock his head off and sleep him. Like, this dude ain't going out like that. You know what I mean?" And after he won, it was like, I was not surprised, and like that is not a lie. I was not surprised. I thought Teofimo, like, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he got him out of there, but I'm like, man, I'm telling you, he game, and he mean every word that he say. Like, he ain't no pretender.
Well, he definitely couldn't be a pretender if Manny Pacquiao was keeping him around for sparring. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you were probably aware of that too going into the fight. I
know he was his sparring partner.
So speaking of George Kambosos, I would be remiss if I did not ask you about Kambosos versus I know this has got to be your guy, Devin Haney, right? So
I got Devin Haney.
Of course you got Devin Haney.
And it's not just because he's from Oakland, though.
Well, I was gonna say, break it down for me. Tell me why you think Devin Haney is gonna go into this man's backyard, his hometown, thousands of miles from home, without his dad. His dad's not with him right now, and get this job done.
Yeah, I know Bill not with him. I know they didn't let him in, but if you follow Devin Haney like for his whole career, you'll know that he didn't have a bunch of people training him. All these people have. So at this point in his career, he should be comfortable with all these people. Obviously you want your dad, trainer, manager, you want him to be there. It's the biggest fight of his career, but man, Devin boxed his ass off, and you can. It's not many boxers that you see the love for the sport, on them like you see it on him. Like, he really care. All he do is talk boxing. You see him in the gym constantly, and you see him getting better and better. And all people can say about him is he can't punch, or Linares clipped him. Like when they try to pick him apart, it's stuff that happens to it's stuff that happens to everybody. Everybody get hit sometimes. You know, he still won a fight. And everybody ain't just knocking people out. But, like, if you're not hitting him like that, and he can move, and, you know, he jab well, he got good feet, he athletic, he tall, he long, like, I think he's gonna be trouble, and he's gonna come correct. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna come correct, and I think he's gonna have the best performance of his career. You know, I can see it. I see it coming.
Oh, you want me to pick? If I gotta pick, I just feel like Bud Sharp. I just feel like Bud. I don't know. I just feel like Bud is that. I feel like Bud is that guy. I love Spence. I love Derrick James. I love their old camp. I just feel like Bud is. I just feel like Bud is the guy. But I stand on the fact that I think it's 50-50. I think Bud is the guy on the first one.